Hey guys, just this one thing before I wanted to say before this video starts. YouTube demonetization, you're a bitch. I fucking hate you. Just because people say fuck sometimes, why do you have to take away all the money for the month? So I'll be like, fuck you, you can really go die in the hole somewhere. And Kappa, I'm on your ass too. Fuck you. Alright, you piece of human shit. You came out of literal nowhere, sued YouTube, and now we in this shit. Alright, so fuck both of you. YouTube demonetization and Kappa, you can both go die in holes. In fact, I have one right behind the house. I can call a gravestone for you. So, fuck you both. Alright, into this video. Hey guys, just this one last thing before the video starts. Don't forget to go subscribe to Kid OP. Alright, he's a huge collaborator with me. We're collaborating in this video and probably other videos too. Alright, so please go subscribe to him, because if you guys can get the man to 175 subscribers, you know what? 170 subscribers before next Thursday, which in case you didn't know, I'm talking about Thursday, October the 15th. If you guys can get him to 175 or 170 subscribers before the 16th, so 11:59 on October the 15th, I will drop What If Deku Had a Half and Half Quirk Part 5, 6, and 7 all on Friday. Alright, so go subscribe to him. And with that said, let's get into the next part of this video. Alright. Okay. Hey guys, Anime E here, and welcome to What If Deku Had an Analysis Quirk. Today, me and a very special ghost are going to be co-doing the series, collaborating. In fact, here he is now. Everybody,
Hey guys.
Arthur!
Hey guys.
Here's Arthur, aka the channel known as Kid OP, and today we will be doing What If Deku Had an Analysis Quirk Part 1. Alright, now Arthur, do you have the script pulled up?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good, because this is where you start. Alright guys, this is Part 1, and with intros out of the way, let's get started. Arthur, take off.
We start with Izuku trying to defend a little kid that was getting bullied by Bakugo. Bakugo tells Deku to run or die. Deku stays put, and this is when Bakugo goes in with an explosion-enhanced right hook. Izuku's eyes and hair change from emerald green to a very light blue. And Izuku dodges the right hook and then counters with a humbling uppercut right at the jaw, making Bakugo bite his tongue and bleed. After this uppercut, Bakugo backed up, absolutely pissed that this quirkless nerd just hit him, when he realized that Deku has a quirk, and even though he hated to admit it, from what he just saw, it's stronger than his. After this, Izuku went to his mom and told her what happened, and they immediately rushed off to the doctor to find out what his quirk is. When they get to the doctor does that pinky test to confirm that he indeed has a quirk, and to no surprise, he doesn't have the joint. After that, the doctor takes some blood tests to find out what his quirk is. The doctor comes back and says, "Miss Midoriya, it appears your son has a quirk called Quirk Analyst that has 3 abilities. 1. He can see someone's quirk and how it works, along with the weaknesses of it. 2. He sees the opponent's physical stats. 3. He has a precognition ability that allows him to read his opponent's movements to counter." After that, Izuku is ecstatic. He finally awakened his quirk. 10 years later, as Izuku is walking to school, he sees a giant villain in Kamui Woods fighting. Izuku activates his quirk with his hair turning light blue and his eyes to find out if the villain has a gigantification quirk, and the weakness would be electricity that would mess with the atoms and make the person smaller. Then out of nowhere, where Kamui was about to use a special move, Mount Lady came in with a cannon kick. Izuku was surprised but looked at Mount Lady, and her quirk was called gigantification. The weakness is stamina. You have to have a certain amount of stamina to be able to stay giant. Izuku gets to school, and the teacher comes in saying, "You'll have to fill out these applications to find out what you want to be for high school." Then he tosses the paper saying, yeah, I know, you want to go to the hero course. After that, Bakugo says, "Don't lump me in with these group of extras and B-listers." Izuku gets mad and says, "Bakugo, was it not me who beat you up after I awakened my quirk? And after that, we have been sparring and fighting each other every day after school, and I beat you every single time with my karate training." Bakugo is pissed at that statement. Says, "Die, you stupid nerd." He says that as he is about to punch him with an explosion at this moment, Deku activates analyzation. His eyes turn blue, and his hair does too. And he grabs Bakugo, flips him, and slams him into the desk, saying, "Bakugo, don't you ever touch me. I will become a true hero, unlike you. A hero is one that is supposed to save people no matter what. You just want to be a hero so you can fight people for the money and the glory. You're such a fake hero." As Izuku is walking home, he comes in contact with a sludge villain. The sludge villain wraps himself around Izuku, and Izuku can't do anything. Then all of a sudden, All Might comes out, jumping through the sewer, screaming, "I am here! Detroit Smash!" Izuku looks up at All Might excited. He goes into fanboy mode and asks him for his autograph. And All Might gives Izuku his autograph. Izuku is about to ask All Might a question when All Might jumps off. Izuku panics and jumps onto his leg. "All up to you, Anime E."
All right, thanks, Arthur, for leading us this far. I'll take it from here. Hey guys, Anime E here. You already know where it is. All right, where'd you leave off again? I lost track of you. Yeah,
I
he
left
jumped
off.
on.
I left off where Izuku grabbed onto All Might's leg.
Okay, good. All Might lands on the roof and asks, "Hey kid, make your question quick." This is because All Might is about to deflate, as you all know. He makes up the excuse that he has to get the villain to the police. Zuko calms down and asks, even though he has a quirk that's not flashy or very huge, he asks, does he think he can become a good villain? I mean, good hero. Good hero. All Might responds with yes, even though it would take an extreme amount of work, you could become a great hero like me. Yeah. All Might is then engulfed in smoke and turns into his small Might form. Izuku is now confused and is asking if All Might is the real All Might or not. All Might assures Izuku that yes, he is the real one, and that this is just an injury that he got from years ago. He doesn't mention All for One or One for All in any of this. He just says that this is an injury. Right. So Izuku, very curious to see what All Might's quirk is, tries to activate his quirk analyzation on All Might. And all he sees is this stockpiling power. Then he gets a massive headache because a bunch of words and gibberish and codes and stuff start popping up in his head, and he falls to his knees in agony. He tells All Might about this and what he just saw, and All Might is confused because, remember, up until this point, all they know is that All for One is a One for All is a stockpiling power. All Might then asks Izuku how his power works, and Izuku tells him. All Might is surprised and then just tries to blow it off, and he says that this may just be your quirk acting weird for no reason. He tries not to say anything else about it. And all of a sudden, they hear a huge explosion happen a couple blocks away, and All Might looks down into his pockets, sees that the sludge villain is gone. Izuku does the same as he said the sludge villain is gone. Before All Might can even move, Izuku's already down the building, rushing to the scene. All Might goes after him, but Izuku arrives to the scene way faster and sees Bakugo capturing the slime villain. Without thinking, he instantly rushes in, even after the firefighters and other heroes warned him not to. Sorry, I was drinking some water. Zuko just keeps trying to claw and claw at the slime, realizing that this isn't going to do anything, so he activates his quirk and starts bullying the slime villain, just grabbing him, slamming him all over the place. And when All Might sees this, he gets inspired. So he comes around the other side, screaming Texas Smash, blowing the slime villain into little slime villain pieces. Right? Now, Deku starts walking home and Bakugo starts following him, saying things like he doesn't need his protection, to which Deku then responds with a swift drop kick to Bakugo's head. In response, which telling him to shut up. Now, as Deku continues to walk home, All Might stops him and asks Deku if he would like to have his quirk. Deku says yes without a moment's hesitation, and the 10-month montage begins. Now, the only thing different about this montage is that first, Deku keeps trying to see what All Might's quirk is, and every time he gets closer and closer, he keeps deciphering more about it. By month 2, he's able to make out one phrase of the quirk, one for all. Mention this phrase to All Might, and All Might comes clean about one for all and all for one. Now, at the 7-month mark instead of the 10-month mark, Deku is finally ready for one for all. He swallows some hair and nothing. That is until Izuku activates his own quirk, Analyze, and starts to read about one for all like a book. However, Deku can feel like he's missing something so far, and keeps trying to decipher what one for all is. Now, since it's in his body, it's a lot easier to decipher it. However, he still isn't able to. So over the course of the next month, he keeps trying and trying and trying. He's finally able to find out to decipher one word. Howling. Now, I know most of you know where this is going. Yeah, Deku wonders this, but shrugs it off since it's only one word and no one's ever heard of cowling before. So, the rest of the training is basically just how to limit backlash on One For All and how to master weapon training. Now, by the end of the montage, Deku is a master at knife and fist training. So, yeah. Skipping forward, the UA entrance exam? Yeah, the UA entrance exam. Deku walks slowly into UA, drop kicks Bakugo for good luck, because you always gotta drop kick Bakugo for good luck, and stops and sees someone who interests him. Deku doesn't understand why, but he seems very drawn to this person. He activates his quirk, Analyze, and tries to see if it's something about their quirk, and it is. When Deku analyzes their quirk, he just becomes even more fascinated with them. However, he keeps this thought to himself and walks into the UA walks into the UA building. Now, Deku walks in, listens to President Might, drop kicks Ida, good luck, and they all line up for the UA entrance exam. And alright guys, that's where we are going to end part 1 to what if Deku had an analysis quirk. Sub to the boy Kid OP for part 2 because it will be on his channel in the future. Part 1 is going to be uploaded on my channel. Part 2 will be on his. Kid OP, do you have anything you want to say before we end this off?
No, I think you covered it all, Anime E.
Alright then. So sorry for the water in the background. Alright then guys. This is Anime E and Kid OP signing off.
Bye, guys.